Hello, I'm Beth. Thanks for joining me today for this mindfulness-based meditation. So it is Thanksgiving Day here in the United States, and it's also 2020. 2020 has been a time of grief, a time of loss, a time of change, a time that is really difficult for many of us to feel thankful, to show a sense of gratitude. So the theme of today's meditation is going to be finding gratitude with HEAL. HEAL is an acronym, and I'll say a little bit about that as we get through today's meditation practice. It's based on the work of Dr. Rick Hanson. He's a fellow psychologist. And one of the things Dr. Hanson talks about pretty frequently is the brain's negativity bias. So we have a bias for noticing when things do not go well, when things go wrong in our lives, when something is unpleasant or unhappy. It's not wrong to notice those things. It's a part of being human, it's part of life. It is bias. We do spend more time noticing those things than noticing the things, however small, that go well, that go right, that are okay or relatively okay. What Dr. Hanson talks about is how the brain, our negativity bias, and this is proven through neuroscience, that it is like Velcro for unpleasant things, for bad things, for negative things. We just stick right onto those kind of things, and we notice them. You don't need any help noticing those things. Again, it's valid to notice those things in your life, but you've got that. You're already doing that. When good things happen, and they do every single day, then our brain is more like Teflon. Those things slide right off and they don't stay with us. So this HEAL meditation is going to help us to stay with the good things that happen. And I will say that even if you are just here with me today, if you have time to meditate, if you woke up this morning, something good has happened to you. So those are the little things that we're going to be looking for in this meditation. So let's start. Set up by finding a comfortable position. You can be seated or lying down. Remember that in mindfulness-based meditation, the mindful part is focusing our attention with intention, with a purpose to direct our attention to something specific, and without judgment, with a sense of kindness, curiosity, and compassion for ourselves. So set yourself up in a position that allows for self-compassion, that allows for comfort, and yet also allows you to still stay alert and aware, being able to listen to my voice. We'll begin with the HEAL meditation. The H in HEAL stands for have a positive experience. So this can mean something big, something wonderful, and yet also something small, something overlooked, something valid and important, but yet that we haven't allowed our mind to give as much attention. Again, that could be that we got up this morning, we're here, we're safe, we're alive. It could be the miracle of breathing. Every day we're breathing. Our body is performing all these amazing functions. It could be other simple pleasures or joys that you've had. Maybe you woke up this morning and you had a refreshing cup of coffee where you savored the smell of the coffee, the warmth of the cup in your hands. Perhaps you went outside today for a few moments and were able to feel the warmth, the sun on your body. So take these first few moments and call to mind an experience that you recently have, whether that was earlier today or yesterday, something pretty recent. Again, something simple, the experience that you want to work with in this meditation. And that's our H, have a positive experience. And then we will move on to the E of HEAL. E is enhance. And so when we enhance that positive experience, one of the things we do is just stay with it. We don't allow it to slide away, slide out of our focus. We stay with it a little bit longer. 15, 30 seconds. That's all that's necessary to be really aware of this happened. This was something good. So reflect on that experience for a few more moments. You may use noting to yourself, it felt good to feel the warm sun today. I remember when my child, my partner, my friend told me that they loved and cared about me yesterday. Enhance by staying with it, noticing it to yourself, recognizing it. And then we move on to the A. A is absorb. So absorb is building on that noticing by noting where in our bodies we feel that little bit of joy, that little bit of pleasure, that little bit of happiness. So if it's more of a physical thing, something that's coming in through your senses, like the coffee example I gave earlier, you might notice the feeling of the warmth of the coffee as you hold your cup, as it goes down your throat. You might notice the pleasure of that taste. If it's another sense like our hearing, maybe that feeling in your body is a feeling as if your ears are perking up. Maybe a favorite song produces some sense of pleasure that you feel somewhere in your chest, your heart. Maybe in your gut, there's a warmth, a little bit of clenching as we hear somebody tell us they care about us in a good way. So we notice in our bodies, and that helps us to absorb the positive experience. And then the last step of the heal process, the L. The L stands for link. The link is like a memory where we come back to that experience. We remember that we had it instead of letting it just fade into the background and disappear. We remember that our cat crawled onto our lap and was purring with love for us, and how that little fuzzy body felt. We remember that we did a workout yesterday and our bodies felt great afterward. Use your link to really allow all steps of the heal process to come together, to remember, stay with you. And know that we're using all of our senses here. The more we can enhance a positive experience with all of our senses, what we hear, what we see, what we feel in our bodies, what we taste and smell, the more rich that experience will be. The more we will be able to savor and absorb it. So this is a process that you can do every day, this heal process. Every time you encounter some good thing in your life, however small, it takes a minute. You can take a minute to notice, to have that positive experience, to enhance it by staying with it for 15, 30 seconds, recognizing it, to absorb it by noticing it in your body, where you feel it, how that manifests for you. And then to link back to it, when your brain is starting to be filled with a negativity bias, starting to say nothing bad happened yesterday. That's where you can say also, or if your brain is telling you nothing good happened yesterday, say also something good did happen. Yes, 2020 has brought us so many unpleasant things, so many challenges. And if you're here listening to me, you're still here. You may have loved ones still with you. You may still have a job. You may still have a roof over your head. You may still have food. But I encourage you to move forward with this Heal meditation, figuring out how you can take it into your daily life. And if you are watching me on Thanksgiving, I wish you a very happy holiday. On any day, I wish you peace. I wish you comfort. I wish you health. Please take care, and thank you for joining me.